know, this is Kids Week, and we're talking about tough talk, and you need to talk to your kids about alcohol and drugs, but how do you even start those conversations? It probably is making parents sweat out there right now. And where do you start with it? Well, there's a free seminar for parents tonight, and Robin Linder with the Partnership for a Drug-Free North Carolina is here with us this morning to kind of get us started on that. And one of your first tips was start talking to your kids early about alcohol and drugs, and we're talking preschool.
Right, I mean, that surprises a lot of parents, but the age that we suggest is about 4 or 5 years old, because that's when they kind of start to make decisions and they have their own ideas. And we actually suggest you use little tiny moments, like when they're taking their vitamins. You say, hey, you know, vitamins make you big and strong, but you should only take what mommy and daddy give you, or what grandma gives you, or so on and so forth. You can you know, answer their questions as it comes up. If they see you taking their medicine, you say, oh, you know, only take what's on, when your name is on the bottle, and things like that.
Okay, so it starts that early. All right, well, the second thing you said is, okay, a child comes home and they smell like cigarettes, or they smell like alcohol, or they smell like pot, and then the parent meets them face to face. Okay, how do you handle that?
Well, there are two things that you can do. One is, if they're just reeking, you know, you kind of want to ask. You want to come right out and ask. The key is to have a conversation, not a confrontation. So you got to kind of watch the tone of your voice, but you want to say, you know, hey, are you involved in this? Are you doing drugs? Have you tried drugs? If the answer is no, you can ask them about their friends, ask them about their kids at school, things like that. It's a lot easier for kids that come home from school that have classmates to talk about their friends than it is to put themselves in that situation. They'll tell you a little bit more than if you come at them with, what are you doing? This is crazy. So it's just about handling that in a tactful way, which, you know, this is a tough topic at 6:30 in the morning. Parents don't want to think about it, but we know that kids are less likely to use if they hear about it.
Okay, and one of the last things we wanted to go through today, because we don't have time to do every single tip, that's something that you can get at the seminars and online, and we're going to tell you how to do that. But the last one was, a lot of parents are afraid to even start this conversation because they say, hey, my kid's going to ask, hey, did you do it?
Right, right. And you don't want to lie. You do not want to lie, because you lose credibility with your child if you lie. So you can tell the truth. It doesn't mean you go into detail, but you say, you know what, I did, and it was a really big mistake, and I thought I had to take drugs to fit in. But we didn't know the things that we know now. Back then, we know they're so much more dangerous, and I will do anything I can to help you avoid making that same mistake. So you got to be upfront, but we have a lot more tips that you can pick up online.
All right, we want to tell you about the seminar and about a great resource for you as parents. The seminar is tonight, and it's for parents and for teenagers. They are actually encouraging teenagers who are going to go to prom this year to come, because they're talking about underage drinking. It's from 5:30 to 7:30 tonight at R.J. Reynolds High School's auditorium. And if you can't make that, and you also want additional information, timetotalk.org has all sorts of great information, from how do you start every single talk from preschool on, to how to tell if your teenager is crazy.
Right. Is your child being a teenager, or is your child actually, you know, on drugs or trying drugs? So those are really helpful.
You can actually put in things that they've said, things that they've done, what they look like, that kind of stuff, and it actually kind of